Hey guys, Tony George for Doc Sports. Happy Labor Day. I'm coming to you all casual today. It's Labor Day, but unfortunately I'm still working. Going to be working most of the day. Free Major League Baseball play here on Monday. I'll get to that in a minute. I'll do kind of a quick recap and a look ahead. And just a crazy-ass weekend in college football. Totally expected. My football plays 2-4. I tell it like it is. I don't pull any punches. I had some bad beats, and it happens. There's no excuses. It's the way it went down. Had a half point loss by Troy. Kentucky takes a knee at the 1 foot line for a couple of plays. They should have punched it in. And West Virginia last night gave up basically 2 big plays, dropped a couple of big passes. That was the difference in the ball game. They were catching 4. They lose by 7. One Thursday and Friday. Won the NFL preseason game on. I only bet this week, so. 3-4 overall in football. I mean, it's not the end of the world, but to me, it's completely unacceptable. It's got to get better. It will. The one thing, doing this 25 years is, although I get pissed off and I have some sleepless nights when I don't win games, I want to win every game. I know I'm not going to, but you learn. The most successful people in the world only are successful because they failed and they learned from it. And, we fell short this weekend. We got one more tonight. GT taking on Tennessee. Got a totals playing that game. Planning on getting a win there. Kind of getting one back here. Getting some units back, and then heading up this upcoming week. So hang tough. No one's more pissed off than I am. Believe me when I tell you that. Those tough losses, especially. I just assume somebody. If I'm not going to win a play, I just assume they get beat by 30. Just say, look, it was a shitty call. The only bad call I had was Wyoming. I bought in with Josh Allen, and, quite frankly, Iowa's better than I thought they were. Oh, and speaking of look ahead real quick here, opening line, they're only laying 1.5 against Iowa State. Even though Iowa State got a win last week against nobody. That's a little surprising. I've got 4 or 5 games I've already circled that if it works out, I'm gonna put them out next week and bury the book. But Some marquee games this week. Look at headlines. They opened up Ohio State laying 7 against Oklahoma. That's in at the shoe. Interesting, Nebraska. Mike Riley goes back to the state of Oregon. They beat Oregon last year. Oregon hung 77 on nobody. Nebraska got by Arkansas State. They played a really good quarterback. Justin Hansen at Arkansas State is no frickin' joke. They are the returning Sun Belt champions. So that's a little bit of an overreaction, I think, to that game. But FYI. Arkansas 1.5 against TCU. That game's in Fayetteville. That's a big game this weekend. And again, one of the craziest things I've ever seen in sports handicapping. Just when you say you've seen it all, how about UNLV? You open up at -45 and you get beat straight up by Howard. That may be the worst point spread loss in the history of college football. I haven't done the math, but it's got to be up there. So there was just some, it's going to be a long year for UNLV in the Mountain West, I can tell you that. That being said, don't forget this week's the opening week of the NFL. Interesting statistic, I'll throw it at you real quick. Returning Super Bowl champions in their first game over the last 17 years, 15-2 straight up, 11-4-2 against the spread. New England's hanging 8.5 on Kansas City. Ready for the NFL. Trust me when I tell you, we're ready. Okay, so we'll have plays out on Thursday for the entire weekend, including Monday night. Line value will be crucial. Let's get to a free play here on Monday. Be sure and click the link below. Doc Sports, free $60 member account. If you're a new member, come get $60 parked in your account. If you think I suck because I had a bad weekend, there's like 11 other handicappers over there, and every single play is guaranteed, and there's no hassle, no bullshit. Let's go ahead and get to a quick Monday play. I'm gonna go ahead and take the Reds on a flyer at home, +115. I'm going to fade Chase Anderson. Milwaukee does not play well on the road against bad teams. I mean, they just don't. Milwaukee doesn't win games they're supposed to win. Matter of fact, they're 2-10 on the road, their last 12 against a team with a losing record. And Cincinnati hasn't thrown it in. They played well in games against Pitt this last series they played in. They haven't thrown it in. They're well managed. They got some players. I think they got an advantage on the mound today. We're going to go ahead and take a home dog, Reds. plus the 115 today on Monday on Labor Day. Back at you on Tuesday with another update. Regroup. Get ready to rock and roll, boys.